Most OnlyFans girls are broke.
So at this point, I'm pretty much convinced that the media is trying to push or convince women into becoming sex workers who sell themselves online.
Yep.
And that might sound hyperbolic and maybe even a little bit conspiratorial, but really, look at these articles and tell me I'm wrong. It seems like I can't go a single day without some publication or another telling me how much women are making on OnlyFans. From the New York Post, TikTok influencer Tara's World claims she makes $350,000 a month on OnlyFans. From MSN, how a 45-year-old OnlyFans star has earned over $1 million in revenue. How to make $10,000 a month or more on OnlyFans, according to creators from Business Insider, because I guess sex work counts as business in 2023. We also have this. I quit my day job for OnlyFans. My family had no idea. This article tells the story of a single mom who said she moved across Texas to launch her OnlyFans account and is now reportedly earning $40,000 a month. So essentially, the takeaway these outlets want you to leave with, or at least what it seems like they want you to leave with, is that if you're a woman and you're not on OnlyFans making over 6 figures easily, you're basically a sucker who's doing more work for less money. And here's the thing, as a woman, not only do I find it just morally reprehensible for these media outlets to promote sex work as anything other than disgraceful, reprehensible, and absolutely not feminist, but these articles are also grossly misrepresenting the average experience that a regular woman on OnlyFans would have. Because you see, as it turns out, at least according to the data, most women on OnlyFans are broke. I'm going to be talking more about that, but first I do want to say a big thank you to today's sponsor, Patriot Gold. Have you kept up with the headlines this year?
Yeah, that's the thing about it. Most of these women are broke on OnlyFans. The thing about it, it's only the top people are making a lot of money in OnlyFans. You got to be well known, and people got to know who you are. Anybody, they're going to search for you on OnlyFans unless you're known, right? If you're a popular person, sure. If you're a YouTuber, sure. If you're some kind of influencer on Instagram, transferring over to OnlyFans, sure. But if you ain't nobody watching you, unless you got to do something to stand out, or something really to stand out.
Year. Well, BlackRock is currently warning U.S. investors to prepare for a recession unlike any other, while Bank of America says that gold should be a mainstay investment for about the next 3 years. History has proven that the only real tool the Fed has to combat inflation is basically with a recession. And that is why for so many folks, their New Year's resolution has been to buy gold and silver. And you see, in 2008, the stock market and housing market crashed, but meanwhile, gold went from $800 an ounce to $1,600 an ounce over the next 2.5 years.
That's crazy.
Basically, big banks and billionaires agree on 2 things. Number 1, that we are heading toward a recession. And number 2, that investors should be buying gold. The Patriot Gold Group is introducing the 2023 Recession Protection No Fee for Life IRA. So call the proud Americans of the Patriot Gold Group today before it's too late. You can reach them at 888-270-9223. That is 888-270-9223. And if you mention this channel's name, Lauren Chen, you will get best-in-class service from Patriots representing Patriot. Patriot Gold Group is Consumer Affairs' top-rated gold IRA dealer 6 years in a row. And a huge thank you to Patriot Gold for sponsoring these videos. We couldn't do it without them. And here's the thing. Ultimately, if you're a woman or a man or some type of third made-up gender, the reality is you shouldn't.
My girl said third made-up gender. Oh my God. Yo, I'm surprised her comments. I gotta look at her comments what people are saying after that one.
And even if you could be making millions of dollars, because it's an immoral thing to do.
That's
Pornography can ruin lives, both for the people who are consuming it and who are producing it. And you don't want to get tangled up in that mess. And I don't say that to shame anyone who either watches or produces porn. I say that because I care about people and I don't want to see them making bad decisions that they will regret. So regardless of the money, no, you shouldn't be on OnlyFans. But here's the thing, even if you do want to do it perhaps for the money, the thing is, there's just likely not any money attached to OnlyFans, despite what the media might try to convince people of by only focusing on the small percentage of people who are actually successful on the site. And to explain what I mean, here's this article from EV Magazine titled, "No, You Won't Get Rich Quick on OnlyFans, The Math Behind the Fool's Gold Rush." Because you see, quote,
only
making
top
about
1%.
$2,500 a month on OnlyFans puts you in the top 1% of OnlyFans creators. And that might sound like a lot, but it adds up to about $15 an hour, and that's all pre-tax. In other words, you could make the same amount working at Chipotle, and OnlyFans doesn't even have guac. And I know some of you might be thinking, hey, $2,500 a month, that's quite a lot of money. And you're right, it is. That's extra, not bad money. But is it worth selling yourself online, essentially becoming a prostitute just for the same amount of money that, again, you could make working at Chipotle or any other number of companies that pay $15 an hour. Like, obviously, there should be no amount of money that's worth it for you to degrade yourself by selling photos of yourself naked online. But it's like, if you're going to do it, I would assume it should at least be for more than what you could make at Chipotle. You're worth.
This is my thing. If I knew a girl that was doing it, I'm not dating that chick. Honestly, that chick is not gonna be a wife. Like, sure, I may mess around with her, you know, but I don't think that girl is any kind of like wifey material at that point. I'm not gonna consider her as my wife. Like, for real. Like, I can't see, after a whole bunch of guys have seen all the goodies and seen everything, that's no longer mine. So for me, no, I can't see myself dating an OnlyFans girl. If you're doing OnlyFans, no, you're not my wife. You're not gonna be someone I can see my future with. You're just gonna be that girl, you know. Sure, I watched your videos a couple of times, you know. Sure, we hooked up a couple of times, but as for that, no, not my wife. Not wifey material at all. At all.
Worth more than that, ladies. You're worth more than $15 an hour. And again, that's only if you're in the top 1%. And just to put it into perspective, how unlikely it is for you to get into the top 1% of OnlyFans creators, this article explains that it's more likely that a college football player makes it to the NFL than it is for an OnlyFans worker to make as much as a Chipotle worker. OnlyFans as a platform has more than 1 million registered content creators. So what do most of them earn? On average, only $180 a month. And here's the thing, since famous creators like Tara Lynn are pulling up that average, most creators are making a lot less than that. $180. How pitiful would it be for you to create an OnlyFans account, for you to sell yourself online, degrade yourself, have the most disgusting, vile people you could think of, people who you hate, be able to purchase yourself for only like $5 a month, for it to only net you $180 a month. That would be depressing and demoralizing, to say the least. But the thing is, for far too many women, this is their reality. This is the average experience of a woman on OnlyFans. But this isn't something the media talks about that often. And I have to wonder why it is. Now, obviously, doing stories about OnlyFans gets clicks because it's salacious. I mean, let's face it, there's a reason why I'm doing this video and why so many other videos have been done on the same or similar topics on this channel. Media exists to get clicks and earn revenue. That's how they support themselves. That's the job. I understand it. But even with that in mind, they could at least accurately report on OnlyFans. Right? What it's like to be an OnlyFans creator. True. But instead, they seem to only want to push positive narratives about what it is to be an OnlyFans.
Yeah, because they OnlyFans, like the platform itself, are probably the ones that are pushing it out there because they want more people to go on. They want more people to get subscribed. They want more people, more content for them. And that more content for them means more money for the top producers, the people who make all the money. Because, you know, they get OnlyFans get a cut of that as well. So this is why they try to push it and make it like, yeah, it's great, it's fabulous. Who knows? Maybe it might be the next big thing on OnlyFans. When in fact, you probably won't. Like, you won't.
Woman, I mean, we hear all the time, oh, she's making $10,000 a month, $300,000 a month, millions of dollars a year. Why are they focusing so much on this small, tiny?
I won't lie, okay? I know this one chick, like I have two friends that do it, okay? I want to put out there. I know that do it for a fact. One of them makes about $120K a month, okay? $120K a month. There are guys paying to watch her stuff, okay? I'm not gonna put her name, okay? And I know this other one that she's been on OnlyFans for about, like, what, 4 years now, and she makes like $14,000 a year. A year in total. That's in total a year. So that's not very much. So there's a huge difference. One of my friends, they're like a big YouTuber. The other one's like a small YouTuber. All right. That tells you, like, it just varies. The bigger you are, the more popular. Sure, people are going to want to see your stuff and watch and talk about you. But if you're small, just starting out, ain't nobody know you. Nobody's going to watch you. But I mean, you still make a little bit of money, but you're really like selling yourself. So you got to really think about it. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Think about that before you start it.
women who are actually successful. I can't think of any other reason aside from the push to normalize sex work and to encourage women out there to join the platform. I mean, to put it in perspective, how completely warped most reporting on OnlyFans creators is, could you imagine if any time you read a story about a drug dealer, a crack dealer, it was nothing but this heroin dealer makes $5 million a year. Ask him how. Man abandons college in order to sell crack, now makes 10 times what he used to. I think most of us could agree, even if those particular stories were accurate, it would still be just wholly irresponsible journalism. But for some reason, that is exactly what we see in regard to pushing women into sex work. I know the term feminism has basically lost all positive connotations, at least on the right, but
it is like they think like, you want to be feminist, a lot of them, I'm an independent boss, I'm a bad bitch, bad stuff like that. But yet the only way they do it, they sell themselves. That's not really being independent. You're selling yourselves to OnlyFans. And most of these girls who are the ones saying they're a boss bitch, they're the ones hoeing themselves around. That's what it is. The ones who are not saying they're a boss bitch, those are actually the ones who are maybe like starting a business. They're like lawyers, doctors. They don't care about being a boss bitch. All they care about making their money, and they just support their family. Those are the ones supporting the families. The ones who think they're boss bitches and baddies, they're the ones selling themselves, okay? They're the ones selling themselves.
This is just, if you actually are in favor of women's empowerment, trying to convince women to post photos of themselves naked online for $180 a month, knowing that this will likely ruin future relationships for them. It's just, it's so disgusting.
Anybody want to date you after that?
Opportunistic and exploitative. Because guess what? Not only are you likely to only make $180 a month, that's if you actually put in the time and effort to make content, because as this article points out, OnlyFans money, it's not passive money. You have to actually be doing things, putting in hours in order to get people to sign up. But whether people sign up or not, you still have to actually put in the time to make the content. So it's actually more of a gamble than just getting a regular job, because at least if you work at Chipotle, you are guaranteed to get paid for the hours that you work. Not the case with OnlyFans. And also, I've done previous videos about this, but this is something, OnlyFans is something where if you do it, it is going to affect the way that your family and your potential boyfriends see you. Your feminist friends may tell you otherwise, but no, sex work is not real work, and men are right to view this negatively when they're evaluating whether they want to date you. Heck, if you don't believe me, you think I'm just trying to shame people because I'm this mean conservative, listen to what this OnlyFans creator has to say for herself.
So I just found out that apparently the reason why men can't date me, you know, they say they're my friends, they respect me, they care for me so much. They say I'm like the ideal woman, they talk me up, they say I'm a great mother, I'm great this, I'm the best, and they really like me, and they really like who I am. I'm a caring person,
but
I wear my heart on my sleeve, like nothing but good things. But they say, I can't be with you because of your history and your past. What? We all have a past and we all have a history. The only difference is
you're sleeping with a bunch of guys.
Filmed mine. Mine's on camera. Does that make me not dateable? Seriously, yes or no?
I mean, you're not dateable. I'm telling you right now, you're not dateable.
I also forgot to add that they want to sleep with me. They want to, you know, with me.
I just said that earlier. You see? Yeah, sure, we'll mess around with you, but that's it. You're not the wife. You're not wifey material. Ain't nobody gonna marry your ass. Sure, there probably a simp out there that probably would, maybe. But majority of guys ain't gonna marry your ass or take you as their wife or seriously, you know? They're not gonna seriously date you because, geez, who wants a girl where everyone has seen all the stuff? Who wants a girl that's been sleeping around? Especially guys now. When guys get older, especially, guys have options. Ladies, guys have so many options. They can find younger chicks. They can find good-looking girls, especially the guys with stature, man. Guys who have the money, guys who have the respect. Guys who have respect, they can find whoever they want. That's straight up. That's it. Why would they choose an OnlyFans girl? Sure, they'll sleep around the OnlyFans girl. Sure, they'll mess around. But that is it. You're not going to be my wife because too many guys seen you. Too many girls seen you. Everybody talks about you. And yeah, you're done.
So let's put all that together, shall we? Look, we all have a past, right? And if you want to use that past and like not be able to give me an opportunity or like whatever because of my past, because it's accessible.
Girls need to put that shit on their head, the number.
And that's a you problem, not a me problem.
It is what it is, ladies. I know that there are a lot of girls out there that used to have OnlyFans accounts or used to be in just straight up porn and now aren't, and they regret doing it. And I feel
Yeah.
really bad for those women who
Mila
aren't the
Khalifa,
same
whatever her
person
name is.
they used to be. They're trying to turn their lives around, but at the same time,
It's stuck.
proof of their past exists online, and it will always exist. There's not much we can do about that, though, right? Because I understand men who, even if the woman has changed, they still would rather not involve themselves in someone like that. For those women, there's nothing we can do to undo their past. But what we can do is at least tell these types of stories so that more women don't fall down the same trap. And again, this is not to shame anybody, even though I think we should bring back shame in a lot of ways for a lot of reasons. But ultimately, if you actually care about someone, you shouldn't want them going down the OnlyFans route. It's gross. There's so much more you could be doing with your life and with yourself. So, I mean, why allow men who you would probably think are gross or perverts or who you would probably hate the ability to pay the same amount that they would for a cup of coffee in order to see you at your most vulnerable? It doesn't make sense. So
Well
please,
said.
as women, let's do better. Let's strive to make OnlyFans taboo again.
Yeah.
Please. It's pretty much
Like, what happened to all the good women that want to be a happy family? They want to have like a husband. They want to please their husband. They want to make sure the house is set. They want to make sure the kids go to school happy with a nice lunch. They want to make sure that they feel like happy about their home. Like, where are those women? What happened? Like, the media's pushing out so much things like, yo, women shouldn't be like that. But I feel like, why not? Why not? Right?